newsmakers.
76 million, 76, let me take it again. 506 billion, 605 billion, sorry. 776 billion, sorry. It's confusing me.
I rise to move that the ARP should be given the award by recognition coming from the Department of
Just say I move for the rescission of my first motion.
Okay.
Of my amendment, yes.
I rise to move the motion as the decision move as amended.
I challenge that legislator. If you are very, very popular, 2027, come and run under Abuja. We will fail you.
JFM News, beyond the stories.
A very good morning to you. You're listening to J101.9 FM. Welcome to JFM News Now. Today is the 27th day of October. The time is 10 a.m. First to top stories. APC just not endorses Tinubu for second term. Keyamo proposes law compelling public officials to fly Nigerian airlines abroad. Serap demands NNPCL's explanation on alleged missing funds. Today's news commentary is on the Plateau PDP Congress and a triumph of party unity across the board. I am Bisola Olatunji, bringing you the news now. Well, let's get right into it. Ahead of the 2027 general elections, the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Jos North local government area of Plateau State, has endorsed President Bola Tinubu for second term. Our correspondent, Ruth Marcus, reports that the gathering, which took place in Jos, brought together key stakeholders in the area, who took the decision after a motion in support of President Tinubu's re-election bid was moved. The motion to endorse President Tinubu for second term was moved by former member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Suleiman Kwande, on behalf of Jos North stakeholders and was seconded by the Deputy Speaker of the Plateau State House of Assembly, Madakia Gigi. In his remark, the APC chairman in Jos North, Alhaji Sani Gangame, emphasized the significance of the meeting in the party's journey, stressing the need for unity among members to achieve success. Take a listen.
Abdulkadir Alhassan shi ma ba da nashi taimako domin a yi wannan taro. Akwai shi ma Muhammadu Kutigi baya nan amma ya aiko da nashi sako kuma sakon ya same mu.
Speaking to journalists on the sideline, former Secretary to the State Government, Professor Danladi Atu, notes that the APC remains a symbol of peace in the area, citing the large turnout of supporters as a strong indication. Take a listen.
For three major reasons. One is the fact that I want to bring our members together to understand the dynamics of and the development of the party so far. We need to brief them about what is happening. We need to equally hear from them so that we can relay it to our leaders at the top. A party without consultation, without meeting and interacting is a dead party. We want to prove to you that APC, you can see, APC is not dead in Jos North. Rather, APC has been revived.
In his closing remark, the chairman of the APC Jos North stakeholders, Honorable Peter Azi, expressed appreciation to members for their cooperation and support, calling for stronger unity. Take a listen.
So on this note, I want to welcome all of you and pray that God is mercy will take every one of us back to his respective destination. Thank you.
Also on the domestic front, the Commissioner of Land Survey and Town Planning, Barrister Peter Guy, has congratulated Honorable Felix Choji on his appointment as the new Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Plateau State. He describes Honorable Choji's emergence as a well-deserved recognition that reflects his tireless effort, dedication, and passion for the party. Honorable Guy says his exceptional leadership skills, strategic thinking, and ability to inspire others will undoubtedly drive the party's growth and success. By way of putting up a defense, the All Progressives Grand Alliance APGA said that Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo's cash reward promise for every ward won by his party in the forthcoming November 8th governorship election is not an act of vote buying. The party says the promise is rather a strategic move to encourage healthy competition and voter participation across the state. Soludo, who is also the APGA candidate in the election, stirred controversy after announcing the reward during the party's campaign rally in Umonze, Orumba South local government area at the weekend. The governor had promised to give his party supporters cash incentives for every ward won. In the bid to promote Nigeria's airlines, Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has proposed the adoption of a law mandating government officials to patronize Nigerian airlines on international routes. Keyamo made the proposal during the ceremonial send-off of Air Peace inaugural direct flight from Abuja to London Heathrow Airport. The minister says the federal government will soon introduce a bill aimed at making public officials to abide by the new practice mandatory. According to Mr. Keyamo, the idea aligns with global best practice as other nations prioritize local carriers, saying that Nigeria must not be left out in promoting its own carriers. In another development, the Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project is calling on the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, and NPCL, Bayo Julari, to explain the whereabouts of alleged missing oil fund. The money, Serap says, amounts to 22.3 billion naira, $49.7 million, 14.3 million euros, and 5.2 million euros, reportedly unaccounted for in the company's financial record. The civic group, in a letter dated October 25th, 2025, and signed by its deputy director, Kolawole Oluwadara, says the missing sums were documented in the 2022 annual report recently published by the Auditor General of the Federation on September 9th. Serap is also urging Ojulari to identify and hand over those responsible for the alleged diversion or misappropriation of the funds to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission and the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission for prosecution. Let's take a look at what's inspiring conversation in entertainment now. Comedian and TV host Teju Babyface has opened up about his experience relocating to the United States, revealing that he once regretted moving there. In a recent video shared on YouTube, the comedian says many people suffer from the grass is greener syndrome and they believe that life is better elsewhere until they face the realities of the new environment. Teju explains that this move to America came with unexpected struggles, particularly the outbreak of COVID-19 shortly after his relocation. Now examining Nigerian football on the hour, Rivers United coach Finidi George says he is proud of the team's achievement of reaching the group stage of the CAF Champions League for the first time in their history, as well as ending Nigeria's 6-year drought in the competition. The 2022 Nigerian Premier Football League champions made history at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo at the weekend, defeating Black Bulls of Mozambique 3-1 and securing a spot in the group stage of the 2025-2026 CAF Champions League. Having lost the first leg 1-0 away, Rivers United secured a 3-2 aggregate win to remain as the only Nigerian club on the continent this season, following the elimination of Remo Stars, Kwara United and Abia Warriors. In Latin America, Argentine President Javier Milei's party cruised to victory in midterm legislative elections as voters handed him a mandate to keep pushing through his radical overhaul of the economy despite widespread discontent with his deep austerity measures. A relief to Milei's worst poll numbers attacked in recent weeks, the results are also likely to please U.S. President Donald Trump, whose administration had faced criticism after providing Argentina with a hefty financial bailout. Analysts say the stronger than expected showing could reflect fear of renewed economic turmoil if the country abandoned Milei's austerity policies, which, while slashing subsidies long relied on by many Argentines, have succeeded in drastically slowing inflation. Milei speaking triumphantly before a crowd of supporters at a hotel in Buenos Aires after the result maintains that Argentines showed they do not want to return to the model of failure. Over to today's commentary. It is on the Plateau PDP Congress and a triumph of party unity across board. It is written by our News and Current Affairs Department and presented by Lisa Langs Onazi.
A few days ago, the Plateau State chapter of the People's Democratic Party held its long-awaited state congress in Jos, the state capital. According to reports, the outcome of the congress was a resounding success, with Chief Raymond Dabo emerging as the new state chairman alongside 38 other officials who will run the affairs of the party in the next 4 years. Before the congress was held, there were speculations about impending implosions within the party structure and hierarchy, but when it eventually held, party members and stakeholders went home rejoicing and praising God. What this means is that despite eternal differences, the party came together, demonstrating that collective leadership and consensus building can overcome challenges. Many believe that this peaceful outcome is a testament to the party's strength and unity, dispelling speculations of the existence of any internal crisis. Watchers of the event in the state have attributed the smooth congress to role played by the executive governor of the state, Barrister Caleb Mutfwang, particularly his steadfast, astute leadership and political sagacity. According to them, the governor's ability to galvanize all stakeholders across the 17 local government areas and foster an acceptable consensus was instrumental in achieving a peaceful election process. This much was acknowledged by a former governor of the state, Senator Jonah Jang, a founding father of the PDP, who shortly after the state congress praised Governor Mutfwang's commitment to democratic principles, highlighting his dedication to party unity. The elder statesman further noted that the massive turnout of PDP supporters who came out in their thousands to participate in the Congress was a clear indication that the people who entrusted Mutfwang with their mandate in 2023 remain solidly behind him and are ready to reaffirm their support in 2027. Senator Jang further appreciated the immediate past PDP Executive Committee led by Chris Hassan for its purposeful leadership and congratulated the newly elected team under Chief Raymond Dabo. He equally urged them to work harmoniously with Governor Mutfwang to consolidate the party's unity and deliver good governance to the people of Plateau State. As the Plateau PDP Congress has come and gone, there is no doubt that the lessons left behind will continue to linger for a long time. Given the successes recorded, the State Congress not only remains a testament to the party's resilience and commitment to progress, but also serves as a model for other political parties. The Plateau PDP's peaceful Congress has indeed set the stage for a brighter future, and with Governor Mutfwang's continued leadership, the party is well positioned to achieve great things for Plateau and its people.
That news commentary on the Plateau PDP Congress and a triumph of party unity across the board is written by our News and Current Affairs Department and presented by Lisa Langs. Onazi takes us to the recap of the top stories. Before it's reported that ahead of the 2027 general elections, the All Progressives Congress, APC in Jos North local government area of Plateau State has endorsed President Bola Tinubu for his second term. Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development Festus Keyamo has proposed the adoption of a law mandating government officials to patronize Nigeria Airlines on international routes. Finally, the Socio-Economic Right and Accountability Project (SERAP) has called on the Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL), Bayo Julari, to explain the whereabouts of alleged missing oil funds. Our quote of the day says, "In order to discover the character of people, we have only to observe what the law of St. Augustine had that to say. Always remember to act right, act responsibly. Pray for the peace of Israel today." For more news, sports and entertainment stories, log on to www.facebook.com/JFMJoss and the next.com at JFMJoss. For news of happenings around you, do call the JFM Newsline on 0904 377 7644. The news was edited by Gilbert Joseph and produced by Vivian Yusuf. I am Bisola Olatunji. Good morning.
This is JFM Soundbite for the week. Senator Osita Izunaso saying the National Assembly has considered an additional state for the Southeast.
The most important of all the approvals that we have gotten is that we have agreed today to give an additional state to the Southeast to balance it 6 states per geopolitical zones, regardless of the Northwest that have 7 zones.